Here's our friend Jesse Palmer, our NFL analyst. Jesse, you're watching from home. Patrick Mahomes has a chance to drive to win the Super Bowl for the second year in a row. Was there any doubt at all creeping into your mind that he would pull it off?
Not in my mind. Probably the same in a lot of other people as well. Big-time players make big plays in big games. And Jay, doesn't it always feel like that's the common result when the greats have the ball last? It was like that with Tom Brady. It was like that with Michael Jordan more often than not. And certainly it was like that tonight with Patrick Mahomes. This offense struggled a lot in the first half of this game. 2 early turnovers. They basically had one big play on the deep throw to Mecole Hardman. Kelsey had 1 catch in the first half, but their defense was able to keep them in the game. And as the game got late, Patrick Mahomes and this offense started to find a little bit of a rhythm. His decision-making was outstanding in the second half. Taking off and running when it was there for him, getting Kelsey more involved in the pass game as well was huge. The 2-minute drive in the fourth quarter and their first drive in OT was a master class in quarterback play in 2-minute type situation. This guy has an unbelievable understanding of what Andy Reid wants to do in this offense, and this is just another chapter, I think, in the greatness that is Patrick Mahomes.
And yet, Jesse, everyone's talking about what Steve Spagnuolo did. I mean, this guy was incredible, not just in the Super Bowl, but throughout the playoffs. 4 playoff games, 22 total points allowed in the second half by this Chiefs defense. What can you say about Spags and this group?
Really throughout the year, too, Jay. I mean, honestly, the identity of the Chiefs all season has been their defense. They were terrific, and it's a defense that had some injury problems up front in the defensive line coming into the postseason. Chris Jones, Karlaftis, these guys really stepped up in this one and made some huge plays. And they needed to because their offense, again, had 2 critical turnovers early in this game. They had to step up. They were aggressive. We expected that. Lots of man coverage. McDuffie was unbelievable in the back end of this game. And they made the plays necessary. They made the plays they needed to make. Spagnuolo becomes the first coordinator in NFL history to win 4 Super Bowls. You just can't say enough about what the Chiefs were able to do.
I guess my final question for you, buddy, is this a dynasty? Is it official?
I mean, how can it not be, right? I mean, you go to 4 Super Bowls in 5 years, you win 3. In any major sport, by any definition, this has to be considered a dynasty. It's very, very difficult to get to this game. The constant for the Chiefs throughout the years, obviously, has been Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes. And players come and go. A few years ago, Tyreek Hill was catching passes. He's no longer there. Eric Bieniemy was calling plays. No longer there. And still they win. We talked about the defense. Great teams find ways to win different ways. The defense was the identity of this year's team. The AFC has by far and away been the best conference in the NFL in recent years. It's a hard conference to get out of. When you consider guys like Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, you look around Joe Burrow, now Tua, Justin Herbert, the fact that they continually seem to win this conference, get to the big game, now that the fact that they've won 3 in 5 years, and they do not look like they're slowing down, no question the Chiefs are a dynasty.
Buddy, I know you got lots of family stuff happening right now. All the best to you and your wife. And we just want to say enjoy the time at home because we expect you on the road with us next year, okay?
You got it. Absolutely, brother. Thanks for having me on, man.